So Gidon, where are we?
We're at a place called Qasr El Yahud, which is still the traditional Arabic name for this site, but it's very clear for anybody who knows even a little bit of Hebrew that this is also the Keter Shel HaYehudim, the crown or the castle of the Jews. So even though this place was taken over by Arabs for thousands of years since the Jewish exile, even still they kept the Jewish name clearly stated in this site. Qasr El Yehud, the spot of the castle of the Jews. That is the name of the place.
And so we're at the River Jordan. Tell us about what transpired just now, and what day is this?
The reason that this is called Qasr El Yehud is especially because of this specific day that we are recording this video. It is the 10th day of the month of Nissan. Nissan, of course, is the first month in the Bible, the first biblical month. And in the book of Joshua, chapter 19 discusses specifically, or maybe it was chapter 4, verse 19, I do believe that was more correct. It discusses specifically on this day, the first day of the 10th day of the first month, the Jewish people crossed over the Jordan River from Arvot Moab, from the riverbank on the Moabite side, which is the eastern side of the Jordan River, to Arvot Yericho, to the Jordan River bank on the Jericho side. The city of Jericho is a mere 3 minutes drive from us over here. On that specific day, the children of Israel passed from outside the land of Israel into the land of Israel, and this is that special day. This is the day that we are celebrating the entrance of the Jewish people into the land of Israel.
Can you tell us who spoke today and how this event got put together?
It fascinated me so much, and I'm grateful also to you, Bob, for coming to Israel just at the right time. And we had Rabbi Dr. Chagai Ben Artzi, who just happens to be the brother-in-law of Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister. He mentioned that a little bit here today. Chagai Ben Artzi is one of the leading Bible teachers in Israel, and he is the true spiritual power standing behind this event and this spot. Besides Rabbi Chagai Ben Artzi, also spoke Rabbi Benny Lau, who also has an important familial relationship. His uncle is none other than Rabbi Yisrael Lau, but a recent chief rabbi of Israel. His story is very famous. He wrote a book called Al Tishlach Yadcha El Hanar, do not send your hand to the boy, or something like that. And the third person to speak here today, we also interviewed him, was Uzi Landau, who is a former general in the IDF and a truly very important person in the development of the Jordan Valley area, both from a security perspective and from a settlement perspective. And we also found that he has an important family relationship. His uncle was none other than the famous Israeli chief of staff, Moshe Dayan. So these three important families, rabbinic, security, and political, are really what brings together all these three kinds of people to this important land and this specific spot in this land.
So there are two sites on the Jordan River which are typically accessed by Christians, where Christians might do baptisms. There's this one in the south, and then there's another one up in the north near the Sea of Galilee. Why do Jews come to this site?
Well, Jews do not come to this site to baptize themselves as Christians do. That is not the Jewish tradition. The real question has to be, why do Christians go to the other site? The other site was chosen simply because of its proximity to the Galilee Sea, as you mentioned, and its access from Kibbutz Kinneret, which is not far from it. Basically, the kibbutz decided this is a great opportunity for a tourist attraction. It is the Jordan River, and does it really matter that much if you're going to baptize yourself where Jesus baptized himself, or maybe 100 meters north, or maybe 100 kilometers north? So that is why that, and of course that is within what they call Israel proper. Where we are standing here today is the real spot of Jesus' baptism, and not too many people are happy to come here because it is still disputed, because we are in what is called the West Bank. But as we saw, hundreds of people came here today. Thousands of people come as tourists because we are only about 20 minutes drive from Jerusalem. And we're looking forward to hundreds of thousands and even millions of tourists coming here every day and even living here in the Jordan Valley forever.
One other question. There is easy access at this site to get down into the water.
Yes.
Of course, Christians might use that access for Christian baptism.
For sure.
Do the Jews use that access to just wade, to swim, or is there any kind of mikvah custom in Judaism?
There's certainly a mikvah custom in Judaism, but it is not specifically observed here at this site. It is a much, as opposed to Christians who baptize themselves with clothes on, Jews don't. Let's put it like that. So we don't do it out in the open, and that's why there are ritual baths that are secreted away. The importance of this site is a Christian importance. That is why the Ministry of Tourism of Israel focuses everything on that. But as we saw here today, and as we do hope, it will develop more and more into a, pardon the expression, a pilgrimage site for Israelis as well, and Jews, of course, because this is the one of the most important sites in the history of the Jewish people in the land of Israel.
And I'd have to add, as a Christian, if you're a Christian and you come to Israel, you need to come to this site, the authentic site, and see this place. This is much more natural. It's a beautiful site. It isn't as developed, and someday it will be. So come while you can.
Thank you.